Good morning, and thanks for joining us here at Athens News. We start with some interesting, although disturbing, breaking news. According to Aegeus, Hermia's father, Lysander, her suitor, has stolen one of her organs. Wait, what? Really? Oh, sorry, there was just a tiny miscommunication. It turns out that when Aegeus said,
"With cunning thou hast filched my daughter's heart,"
my sources tell me that Aegeus chose to use a metaphor while he was talking to Lysander to show how much he hated him. From this sentence, one can deduce that Aegeus sure didn't think that Lysander was cunning in a good way. Instead, he believed that he was tricky and despised him. He also didn't literally mean that Lysander stole Hermia's heart. He was just using a metaphor to indicate that Hermia had fallen madly in love with Lysander. We have more stories of love and affection coming up on Athens News. Here's Javeria Ali reporting from the forest where Hermia and Lysander unexpectedly went missing.
Thank you. That was my city with the fast-breaking news story of today. In terms of missing people, 2 Athenians have been reported missing. One is a beautiful woman named Hermia, and the other is Lysander. They were last seen together 2 days ago at night when Hermia's father, Aegeus, brought her to the Duke of Athens. He didn't want his daughter marrying Lysander and instead wanted her to marry Demetrius. If she didn't accept marrying Demetrius, she would either be killed or live a nun for the rest of her life. She was given till today to make her decision, but she seized the opportunity to steal away in the dark and left in the middle of the night. Now we shall look at a couplet which was one of the last words Hermia spoke. By the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitted souls and prospers love, by the fire which burned the Carthage queen, when the false Trojan under sail was seen, by all the vows ever men have broke, in number more than ever woman spoke. In the same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly I will meet with thee. In this couplet, Hermia was basically promising Lysander that she would run away with him, swearing by Greek gods, heroes, etc. Now back to the story. Helena, Hermia's best friend, says the 2 of them said goodbye to her and even told her they were running away to the woods. This was Javeria Ali, and now here is Mark Ordinario with the weather report for today.
Thank you, Javeria, and good morning, people of Athens. It is currently 8 a.m. on a Monday morning. Dark clouds fill the sky, but there's no rain coming anytime soon from what we can tell. Unfortunately, it is a gloomy start to the day. Temperatures are as low as 1 degree everywhere. The wind has made fogs out of the sea and collapse on rivers, causing them to flood out onto the riverbanks. Cold frosts coat the petals of roses, blossoms bloom in icy winter, and it seems like nature is confused which seasons are which, because they are out of order. Perhaps the reason for this horrible weather is because of bad moods. Arguments between people are becoming unusually common these days. A reminder to go outside with a warm coat on. If you don't have one, then I recommend not going outside at all. That's it from me. Back to you, station.
Now on to our sponsor segment, a noble tip to be a noble man, with the Duke of Athens, Theseus.
Good morning, Athens. How are you today?
So what noble tip do you have for us today, my lord, to help us live life like you?
Well, let's not get carried away. I'm not a miracle worker, you know, but we'll see what we can do in the short time we have. Well, one of the most important things to do as a noble person is to talk, stressing every other syllable. This is called speaking in iambic meter.
Already it sounds hard, my lord. How do you find the right words to say it?
Vocabulary. Honestly, just that. Another thing about my speech is that I speak in 5 iambic pairs. We have a name for it, pentameter. Sorry.
Wow, that's a lot of information. It must be hard to be a noble.
Yes, you can't imagine how hard it can be.
Tea time!
No, not yet.
Well, thank you so much for sharing, my lord. Your tip was greatly appreciated. Next up, we'll share some of the funny and iconic literary devices used by the well-known and well-loved characters in Athens. Stay tuned and don't change the channel. We'll be right back.
Hello there. Do you have trouble impressing people? As if no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to get them to like you. Well, do I have the thing for you? Introducing the Automaton. The Automaton is the best instrument to ever exist. It's like a dream come true. Other instruments can be annoying to learn because of their difficulty to perfect. But this beauty makes it easier and more fun to play an instrument than ever before, like magic. This thing is awfully good, everyone loves it. For only $30, this fantasy can be yours. Your path to musical mastery may never be smooth, but we will help you triumph in the end with the Automaton.